Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. It's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish. Let's take a look at what exactly I was looking at in the markets today and how we played on Amazon, Microsoft, and SPY and Meta. So the first one we're going to look at is SPY. So we were looking at SPY on the daily time frame, and what we noticed and what we've been talking about for the past couple days is this massive red bar. Okay, so this massive red bar was at all-time highs, and every time we get this at all-time highs, we tend to sell off to about 5%. So we get a 5% dip typically. So we moved down to the downside. This pink line is a VWAP, so the anchored volume weighted average price. We moved down to the 20 MA and held the 20 MA. As you can see, we formed a massive wick at the bottom of this bar from Friday and pushed to the upside. Now today we opened above, we gapped above, and we ended up filling that gap and selling off back down to the 20 MA. So what that tells us is we're still testing the downside, seeing do we still have buyers below. So we're still in this sort of discovery mode in terms of price and price action. So we formed this massive wick again today, Monday, June 3rd. Okay, so the first trading day of the month, we tested the downside, rejected, so basically bounced off the 20 MA and held the close of the previous month. So this is a pretty big deal. So how did we play it today? So today we were looking, at least I was looking to see, hey, I wanted to see, do we test this consolidation area up here, this high, sort of like a point of control? And we actually did. We gapped to that area, tested it immediately, and then sold down. So let's take a look on the 5-minute time frame. Let me take this big green area out the way, but let's take a look at the 5-minute time frame. So what was I looking at? So I was looking at this opening range. So the opening range breakout is probably the easiest play to do as a trader. So what I was looking at was on the 5-minute time frame, all the way from 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What range did we form? So this was pretty much the range that we formed. We were from about 529.07 all the way down to about 527.57. So I was waiting for either a break to the upside or the downside. Well, we tested the upside first, and if we look at the ATRs on the daily time frame here, on the daily ATR, and we're still on the 5-minute time frame. So if we take a look at this, we rejected this high ATR. So if we push up above this ATR, then probability of going long and for moves up are high. However, we rejected that area. And you could see this massive topside wick showed we had a bunch of sellers. And we already had this pretty much based out area right here where buyers were just giving up. Buyers were capitulating, sellers were stepping in. Massive push to the upside, and we finally broke here, and this break below VWAP is exactly where I entered. So I ended up getting in right over here at this break below VWAP as we rejected that call zone ATR and broke out of this range. Ended up making quite a bit of money here. I got out about 60% on this push down. I got 1 DTEs, and since we were up at 527, I got the 524 puts for 6/4, which is June 4th. Today is June 3rd, so I got June 4th expiration, 524 strike price puts. And I actually got out down here, but this thing went absolutely crazy. Ended up going like 40 to 100. Ended up going 500%. It was pretty insane, but I only got 50% of it, which is good. Made a lot of money. Good to go. 500% would have been crazy though. So yeah, saw that break below. Easy play there. Called it a day. It was a quick 5-10 minute trade. The next stock I was looking at was Meta. So I was looking for any weakness on Meta. Today Meta had news of having a dividend, a pretty good dividend. So it ended up rocketing to the upside. But this top side here is exactly where I was looking to get in on puts. And let me show you why. So on the daily time frame, let's back this out quite a bit. So I was looking at a couple different plays. So the number one play I was looking at was if Meta goes above 468 to 475, I'm going to play the fade in the high order block, which is depicted pretty much up here. So I wanted to play the fade up here, and it's a trend line test regap, or a trend line retest gap fill play. So 460, 621 puts is what I was looking at. I ended up getting 67455 puts, a lot cheaper, but very, very good movement. Very good movement because of the delta. Anyways, let's get back to the 5-minute time frame. So getting back to this 5-minute time frame, what I ended up doing here was I saw this push up. We held this key level here, held this hold level right here, and then pushed to the upside. And then after, again, another VWAP crossover, I saw some weakness here. I saw weakness here as we were forming these topside wicks. And I decided to go short with 455 puts. And I loaded up on that thing. And right here on the crossover, I got in and rode this all the way down till the trend line tap. And again, ended up making quite a bit of money there as well. So those were the two main trades that I took today. I ended up trying to go back in on SPY puts later on here, and I got smashed. I got smashed. I think I got in here. So I saw this double top. However, it was a bad play because VWAP was still trading over the 20 MA, so I violated my rule. So I usually only get puts when VWAP crosses below the 20 and we have good signals. This is a pretty decent signal bar, but we already had pretty good buying. We already tested this low here. We had pretty good buying, so that was just a bad play. So I lost a little bit of money here that I could have just had for the day, but I got greedy and my ego got in the way because I was taking such massive wins. But good lesson here overall. Anyways, that is all I had for you guys today in the markets. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'm going to be looking at SPY specifically just because, again, SPY looks like it's moving to the upside. There's massive bottom side wicks on the daily time frame. We're going to have to test 533 highs again. And what I'm doing, I'm just looking for the fade. I want to see that push up because buyers keep capitulating. They keep giving up. And then stocks tend to go down a lot quicker than they go up. It takes time for them to move up, move up, move up. But when people sell, it causes panic, and fear a lot of the time is stronger than faith a lot of the time. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the comment. That is June 3rd's recap. Y'all have a good one. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance,